And all I gotta do is act naturally.
I'm very excited about this next game. It features one of my favourite broadcasters and a light many people don't associate him with. Wikipedia describes Andy Marr as an Australian sports journalist and television presenter, but a lot of people don't realise that his true passion is cinema. And through our show, he's finally been given the chance to show it off. It's my great honour to present the debut of Masterpiece Theatre. All right, first one is for you guys.
Mate, time for an absolute classic. You read any pen portrait of any AFL player in any footy record over the last 10 years, this is their number one film. It's a quality yarn about Andy D, the man who spent some time in the big house, not the bloke who used to run the game that we love so very, very well, even though some suggest he probably could have spent his share of time in the big house as well, but that's another story. We won't go there. Of course, it's about Andy D, the man who had some troubled times in the big house. When it first came out, it didn't do too well on the cinematic majors, but once it got into some of the minor venues, it really started to hit its straps. People started to watch it and fall in love with this movie. From the mind of Stephen King, of course, not the former Geelong and St Kilda ruckman, but the other bloke who's written his fair share of short stories. It's an absolute classic. Sit back for a bit of cinematic movie-making jailhouse rock.
What film is he
Man,
introducing?
look, he's a great guy. I've caught glimpses of him over the years of living in Victoria, but as soon as he started talking, I just went, footy couldn't be fucked. I have no idea what he just said.
Was he introducing the 1990 grand final? No, it's
based on the fact that he said it's every AFL player's favourite movie in the footy record.
Yeah, smart
I'm gonna
thinking,
say
Tommy.
Shawshank Redemption.
You are correct.
Yeah.
Well done.
Why do men love that film so much?
It's been replaced now. They all love Anchorman these days.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
It's because at the end someone climbs up shop on the shit pipe in prison. I love those films.
Film number 2.
5 stars. I just think no one else has heard the words shit pipe. Wow.
It climbs down a shit pipe.
No, I know. I just had never heard the words shit pipe. It's great. I mean,
It's a compound adjective.
Daddy, rename this show Shit
Shit
Pipe. Cross that out.
change it to shit pipe naturally.
And instead of walking to our chairs, we should climb down a shit pipe to our stairs.
I'll bring all
Directed
this
by
up.
Morgan Freeman at the same time. Things they had to crawl. I can't do it. Racist.
Let's do this.
Film number 2.
Okay.
Right, sports fans, time to put the VB stubby down and lock the old brain matter into gear, because this one takes a little bit of working out. A little bit like a Ross Lyon post-game press conference, you're going to need to watch this time and time and time again, and hopefully at the end of it all, you might be able to work it out. Leonardo leads the way from the front, weaves in and out all over the place, pretty much like Lionel Messi when he's on the ball, leaving a trail of destruction in his wake. He goes from A to B. Somehow he gets there. You don't know how he got there, but he does. He's coached by Chris Nolan in this one, and it takes you on a ride, unlike any film that you're likely to have seen before and probably likely to see since. Spinning cameras, zero gravity, it's got it all. I've still got no idea what it was actually about. I just know that I loved it. Was I dreaming when I watched the whole thing? I'm not sure. Sit back and enjoy.
Was that a metaphor for the film? Because I didn't understand what that was about.
Well, that sucks, because I was like, can you please translate that as the only one who watched... Well, you watch AFL?
No. I'm pretty much the same with Harley. It's a very specific voice. There's nothing more that's Australian sport than that little grab of from A to B.
Yeah.
Like in that voice.
He was, for footy fans though, the Ross Lyon thing was, there were 3 giveaways, Ross Lyon, because he gives press conferences that no one ever can understand. Leonardo DiCaprio and Christopher Nolan, so it's Inception, right?
You are correct.
Danny, can I ask, did you commission Andy Marr to do these? Because it looks like he's just sent them in unsolicited. It's got this real vibe that he's just alone in the house, and this is a plea for help.
And it was part of a program called the One Take Challenge. He wasn't allowed to shoot them again.
So tapes appear in your mailbox at 2 a.m. in the morning.
Is this him telling us that he's the Zodiac Killer? Is that what
This is prison art therapy for him.
Film number 2 for you guys.
Any sports person, any sport anywhere in the world is going to tell you it doesn't matter if you start a season well, if you end in a whimper. It's all about how the thing finishes. That's how we measure success. The pressure was on right from the start here, but I can thankfully report that this one came through with the goods in the end. If you're looking for stats to back you up, Oscar's not often wrong, my old mate, and this one ended up with 11 of those, so proof is in the pudding with this one. Big Vig starred in this one, and at the end of it all, we knew that he could kick on both sides of his body. So good was he in his lead role in this one. And the other thing that we discovered at the end of it all was more than the All Blacks and good racehorses came out of New Zealand. This was a sensational film, expertly crafted by Wacko Jacko. So without further ado, let's get started. I suspect we're going to be here for a while.
I hate when people say further ado.
He's got a gift, doesn't he? Just to use actual words and make no sense. That's poetry. I don't know how you can string that many words together.
That made sense to me. I got that. That was the last Lord of the Rings.
Oh,
You are correct.
Yeah.
Well done. All right, final film before Harley totally dies.
Next movie we're going to have a look at is more terrifying than Jonah Lomu, Barry Hall and Mike Tyson rolled into one. Morgan and BP are as solid in the lead roles here as Greenwich and Haynes were in their peak for the Caribbean Masters. They absolutely take this one on a tour de force. With Big Davey Fincher pulling the whole thing together, this is crafted expertly right from the opening scene. Just be prepared for your heart rate to be racing, your tension levels are going to be at an all-time high as you sit back watching this one. Kind of think of how an Australian cricket fan feels when Shane Watson strides out to the crease with runs absolutely needed. It's pretty much how you're going to be feeling as you watch this one. And if you think that's not bad enough, it ends about as well for the female lead in this one as most AFL seasons do for the Richmond Footy Club. Stand by, get around it. This is a classic.
Sorry, what was that like? What did you say at the end there?
It ends for the female lead about as well as a season for the Richmond Footy Club.
Good.
All right. This is Harley. This is why a lot of people watch football with the volume turned down.
Andy, I thought you did a great job, and I'd like you to stick around.
I don't know.
It was David Fincher.
There's David Fincher
And
with
it's
the.
really exciting and the chick dies.
Yep.
So I think it's.
Yeah,
I think it's 7. That's what I'm. Oh, do you think it is? Or did you think it was?
Yes, I thought it was. I didn't know, but 7 sounds excellent. 7 sounds absolutely like it's.
He's
the
willing
answer.
to drop that answer that you gave him.
Yeah.
So 7?
Yeah, I think it is.
You are correct.
They're gonna put me in the movies. And all I gotta do is act now.